All right, thank you everybody for joining us here at the Office of Global Experiences virtual fair. Today we have a live information session with one of our program providers, CEA. They offer study abroad, short-term, long-term, all over the world, including internships. So without further ado, let me introduce you to John Jorgensen. He is our regional rep with CEA. So thank you, John.
Thanks, Dan. Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Glad that you could join us for this presentation. Today, I'd like to just give you an overview of opportunities that are available to you and give you a little bit more information on who CEA is and what we're about and how you can take advantage of what we have to offer relative to study abroad and international internships. So I'll just jump into it right now. There we go. Today I'll cover who is CEA. You can see up in the upper left-hand corner here what we include in our programs. I'll touch on housing with CEA, and also CEA has these study centers that are like little miniature universities that we have in several of our locations around the world. And also we'll talk about internships and funding, and then at the end we'll open up for questions if there's anybody here. All right. As you can see here, CEA has many locations around the world. We are in Europe, Latin America, Africa or South Africa, and to name a few. We have, over the years, we've had a number of whitewater students attend our programs. So what is CEA? What do we do? We are an organization that specializes in assisting U.S. and Canadian students study abroad or intern abroad. We've been doing this for over 20 years now, and typically CEA in our partnerships with universities all across the United States, we're sending over 5,000 students abroad a year and hundreds of students on our internship programs. We partner with institutions like UW-Whitewater on opening and adding, offering programs that would probably be normally available to students like yourselves. They have a lot of exchange programs that are available to you, but by partnering with an organization like CEA, it opens up and gives you guys additional opportunities and programs to take advantage of. On CEA, we include a lot of things into our programs. We help you identify a program that works well for you, both academically wise and culturally wise. We help take you through from point A to point Z relative to the enrollment process. But in our program overall, we include a lot of things that are just part of the program price that you program price. Normally, when students go abroad, you typically have 3 different types of ways you can study abroad, where you can go on faculty-led programs. In this case, you would have Whitewater faculty teaching UW-Whitewater course abroad, typically anywhere from maybe 2 to 6 weeks abroad. And a lot of times they're offered during the summer or during breaks. Another way for students to study abroad is through exchange programs. And that's where Whitewater would have relationships with institutions abroad, and they agree to send each other students typically during the semester programs. And the third way for you to study abroad is through organizations like CEA. We're a longtime affiliate partner with Whitewater, and they know and trust us. And with this partnership, we have quite a few study abroad and internship programs available to take advantage of. Our programming is such that we help you get enrolled in a program that you need. We help you get enrolled in the courses that you want for your experience abroad. We get you set up on housing. And then also other little things that we do for you that are included in our program is that when you arrive on site, we'll meet you at the airport. We'll bring you to your housing. We'll go through orientation for 2 or 3 days. And then you'll be off and running. Once you're on site and going on your program, rest assured, we're going to have on-site staff there taking care of you. So they're there to help you take care of you 24/7. If anything pops up, you have relative to health or safety issues, they're there to help you. If you have any questions about the cultural differences or when you're traveling around on weekends, they're there to help you. If you have questions about the academics and what you're experiencing on your program, they're there to help you. Rest assured, they're there to help you get the most out of your study abroad experience. Relative to health and safety, all of our programs or all of our students will have international health insurance, as well as the state of Wisconsin requires you to have health insurance as well. So you're going to be well covered. If you get sick or need to go to the hospital, you'll be well taken care of. And then during the program, one of the great things about study abroad is you get to travel and experience and get a deeper dive into learning about the culture, the country that you're learning in. We include travel excursions that are part of your program, and you can you'll go and travel in or around the country or the city that you'll be studying in, as well as we're going to have cultural activities that are going to be offered during the week. For example, you might have like a wine and cheese tasting night, or you might have a cooking class or a dancing class. We even have language exchanges with local students. There's volunteer opportunities where you can actually connect with local people and get a deeper understanding about the culture through these volunteer opportunities that are available. For example, you can maybe work in a local orphanage, or you might work volunteer at a local hospital for social services opportunities. But it's an opportunity for you to get to understand a deeper understanding of the culture that you're living in. And then through our program also, once the program's completed, you will get a transcript from the institution that you studied at. And so you can, all the credits that you are taking abroad will be applied towards your degree plan at UW-Whitewater. And please know that there's scholarships available through CEA that you can apply for. And I'll talk about that later in the next couple of slides here. Housing. This is usually one of the first things students ask me about when I get to meet with them. Where can they stay? Typically, CEA is offering either 2 up to 4 different types of housing options at our locations. The 2 most popular ones are shared apartments, where you're living with other CEA students that are coming from all around the United States. So you're living in shared apartments, or in homestays, where you're living with a local family. They take you under their wings and they share with you about their culture. They're talking with you in their local language, and then also they cook you meals for you. And the bonus thing is they do your laundry as well. All of our housing, we try to have is centrally located into at our cities that we're located at. That's one thing that's kind of sets us apart from other program opportunities. We know this is going to be the first cultural thing that you're going to be experiencing when you come into a country. And we put extra effort into providing quality housing for our students, because if you don't have quality housing, it's going to really impact your whole experience while you're abroad. So again, our housing, we try to have this centrally located as possible in the city where all the action's going on, and plus higher quality housing options that are available to you to make your experience even more rewarding. And then several of our locations, we have residential halls where you're living with local students or international students in like residential dorm halls, like you have on campus there. Or some students even have opt to do independent housing where they find their own housing. That way, a lot of times when students select that option is because they have friends or family living in the city where they're studying at. And then a couple of our locations, we have what they call residencias, where it's kind of a hybrid between apartments and homestays. There's a family that will cook the meals and do the laundries for you, but students are living in like in shared apartments where, so it gives you a little bit more flexibility but you still get the support of a local family. Moving on here, we have, you can see here, we have programs in Latin America, South Africa, Australia, and in Europe. The only problem is you can only go one at a time. And we offer summer, year-long, and semester options. And also you can do a blend of taking study abroad classes and doing an internship at the same time. We call those study internship options. That way you can actually take classes on site and are now virtually as well these days while you're doing an on-site part-time internship or doing a virtual internship. So you have a lot of flexibility, a lot of options in front of you now. And some students these days, and my daughter actually did it, she'll do a whole academic year abroad. She did a fall semester in Florence, Italy, and did the spring semester in Germany on the Hessen program, which is through the UW system. So there are a lot of, because of our academic depth and programs that we offer, you have a lot of options and flexibility and to choose programs and locations and terms that work out well for you. Now, study centers. So our study centers are, like I mentioned, are kind of like miniature universities. They are, our centers, we hire local faculty to teach courses at our study centers. High percentage of our courses are in English. So nowadays, study abroad is just not for language majors or international studies majors or international business majors. It's available just about anybody abroad, anybody on campus nowadays. So the types of courses that we are offering at our study centers are typically courses that you can't find on these foreign institutions. So, or they're courses that are supplement or courses that universities that we partner with here in the States, they want us to deliver at our study centers. Large variety of different topics from psychology, business, history, cultural classes. We'll have a large variety of engineering or STEM courses available, health sciences, you name it. Just about any class that you want and need, we will most likely be able to offer it and find it at our study center location. Now, the thing that sets us apart from taking a class at a foreign institution is that we specialize in active learning. And our study centers we try to have as centrally located into the city as possible for the main reason is that our active learning classes are different from what classes you're taking on campus. You know, where you go to class now, either virtually or when you're on site, you're taking lecture notes and then you go home and study. Our classes are using the city as a classroom. So students that take classes at our study centers the professors will build into the course where there's different components of the course where they'll take you to the historical sites that are relative to the course you're taking, or they're going to historical monuments, or they're going to bring guest lecturers that are speaking on the topics that you're studying in the class. So very active, engaging. So they're going to take what the theory or the items that you're studying in our class and actually seeing it in action or talking to experts in the field that are using it on a daily basis. So if you're like me, I get more out of by seeing, doing, and kicking the tires on things versus reading textbook and taking lecture notes. So if you want, again, active, engaging classes, check out our classes at our study centers. I think you really like them. I know we've done surveys over the years, and we found that 93% of the students that take classes at our study centers really highly enjoyed them, and they recommend them to their fellow students. And you see on the right here, these are locations where we have a study center. So Buenos Aires, Argentina, Barcelona, Spain, Dublin, Ireland, Florence, Italy, Paris, France, Prague, Czech Republic, Rome, Costa Rica, Sevilla, and Sydney, Australia. So internships. So internships are very important to your academic career at Whitewater. It is, if you haven't thought about it, I would highly recommend that you, or suggest that you definitely look into doing an internship. Through us, so we have internships available on an international level. So you're going to have an opportunity to get into the field that you've been studying all along for at Whitewater, and take your skills and knowledge and put it into action. We work with students on an individual basis, and we just don't take an internship off the shelf and plug you into it. We'll spend probably 3 to 4 hours interviewing, trying to find out what your career aspirations and goals are, and what also personally makes you motivated and a tick. And then we'll source an internship specifically for you in the field that you want to work into. And when you are doing this, you're going to be very well supported. Please, you're going to be having our career coaches working with you from the time they start interview you, and also all the way through the program. And also, you're going to have an on-site CEA internship coordinator being there to work with you and check in with you throughout your internships to make sure everything's going well for you, answering your questions that you may have. And additionally, you're going to have a supervisor in the internship that you're going to be a part of. So the supervisor is going to be you're going to be working with and giving you directions on the projects or initiatives that they need you to work on with them. Students are going to, in addition to the internship placement, you're going to have a class that you're going to be participating in. Now, this class throughout the semester meets only about 25 contact hours. So even though it's only a small percentage of the time that you're going to be attending this class versus being on the internship placement, this is where 75% of the learning is going on. Now, if you think about it, this is, for most of you, this is going to be the first time doing working in the field that you've been studying for, and you're going to be doing it on an international level. So you're going to have a lot of probably questions that you're going to be developing and needing questions or answers to. And through this class, the professor is going to be able to help you, give you context to what you're experiencing. Plus, the professor is going to give you career coaching throughout this class. In addition, they're going to help you and challenge you to use these different professional skills throughout the semester. So you can ultimately learn from these and then use them after you graduate at Whitewater and get into your career. These soft skills that you're going to be learning on this internship are going to have a lifelong impact on you. And our internships, again, are very well supported. And you, at the end of the program, you're going to get an assessment on how you did from your supervisor, and that would be, you'll be able to use to learn what things that work really well for you, and what maybe areas of improvement that you may need to work on after you return. But rest assured, doing an international internship is a great resume booster. Students actually typically get hired sooner who do internships and have a better and more career option choices to choose from after they graduate. And you can see here on the left, these are locations where we offer international internships. They're, again, available summer, semester, on-site and virtually. And plus, like I mentioned earlier, you can take a blend of taking study abroad classes while you're doing the internship as well. So very flexible, but I highly encourage you to definitely look at selecting an internship option for you on the international level. Mentioned earlier, this CEA offers scholarships. This is apart from maybe scholarships that Whitewater is offering. So please do take the extra step to apply for it. It's very simple. All you have to do is fill out a short application and complete a short essay, like 400 to 500 words on a topic that we have. But you could get scholarships that could be applied towards your program fee. And as you know, there's many different grants and scholarships available. Talk with your study abroad advisors and the Global Experience Office, and they'll be able to tell you about grants or scholarships that may be available through Whitewater or federal or state grants and scholarships that you may be eligible for or apply for. And then one last thing, CEA and Whitewater are a longtime affiliate partner. Because of that relationship, if you do a semester program with us, you automatically, without having to fill an application, you automatically get a $1,000 discount on semester programs and a $500 discount on summer programs. So definitely helps take the edge off of the studying abroad. So what's next? So first step is definitely go to schedule an appointment with the Global Experience Office. They'll tell you all what you need to do required to study abroad for Whitewater, UW Whitewater, and they are located in McCutcheon Hall on 204. A schedule appointment with them. They'll talk you through all from point A to point Z relative to things study abroad for Whitewater, and then they'll connect you with CEA. And we'll help you identify a program that will be a good fit for you academically wise, and that will work out within your identify a term that will work well with your academic curriculum or schedule on campus there. And then once you get enrolled and sign up, you're good to go. Just let us know when you're going to arrive, and then we'll meet at the airport, and you're ready to go for an adventure of a lifetime. I highly encourage study abroad. I've done it a couple times myself. I've been doing this for 14 years. I've helped hundreds or thousands of students study abroad, and I got a lot of friends at my age, and I asked them if they study abroad, and one of the first things they say, I wish I would have studied abroad. I don't want that for you. I want you to study abroad. I don't want you to say years from now, I wish I would have. You're at a time in your stage of your life that you have a lot of flexibility. Take advantage of this. Carve out time to make it happen. Talk with Dan and Shea in the Global Experience Office. They'll help you out, and give us a call or jump on our website as well. We'll help you identify a program that works out well for you. Here's the contact information for the Global Experience Office. Again, McCutcheon Hall 204, and the phone number there. If there's any students online, feel free to ask any questions. I'd be happy to help. Otherwise, it was nice connecting with you. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to CEA. The website's in the lower right-hand corner there at ceastudyabroad.com. We'd be happy to help you out.
Thank you, John. As we can see, CEA has many opportunities for our students to study abroad and intern abroad. So thank you, John.
Yes, you're welcome. Thank you. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to connect with you guys.